What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. We had an enormous leak for the Marvel finale of Disney Plus's Loki coming up this Wednesday from none other than Marvel Studios themselves. One of their official accounts, Marvel Studios Canada, doing their best Sony impression and posting things before they're supposed to, giving us a huge reveal for a specific character that hasn't quite featured as much yet, but apparently is going to have some role to play in the upcoming finale when she finds out she's also a Loki variant. That's right, the second female variant of Loki revealed by Marvel Canada and by accident early. We're going to break down everything for this finale leak and what it means for the upcoming episode 6 of Loki on Disney Plus. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we're still giving away a PlayStation 5 now at 900,000 subscribers, as well as Disney Plus subscriptions every week while the shows are live. And this Wednesday, we'll be announcing the winner for the 9.4 CGC Signature Series Avengers 118, signed by Tom Hiddleston and Elizabeth Olsen. So if you still want to get in on that giveaway, the PlayStations, any of the other prizes, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So first off, the normal spoiler warning. This is a huge reveal for the final episode. I'm imagining something that takes place in the second or third act and then plays into how the finale ends up. If you don't want to know this, if you're susceptible to this kind of thing, definitely raises the question why you clicked on the video in the first place. I'm not mad at you. Back out now. Come back and see us after the finale. We'll still be here. Now, within the last 6 hours, Marvel Studios Canada posted this. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lokis, see all of them in the 5th episode of Marvel Studios #Loki, streaming now on Disney Plus, including a ton of variants we met in last week's episode, but included this picture of Hunter B-15, who, at least up until right now, none of the audience knows is a Loki variant. Now, real quickly, I want to say, is it possible that while taking a bunch of official screenshots, they dumped B-15 into this group of Loki variants by accident? Yes, that is plausible, but probably not likely. More likely the case, they included her picture because she is indeed a Loki variant. Now, this has a ton of implications, including one long-held theory going back from the first episode of Loki. Are they all Loki variants? It's undeniable that the Time Variance Authority has already admitted that they've hunted a ton of Loki variations, and their main point of focus, the main person they're hunting now during this whole series, is another Loki variant. Could the TVA's entire obsession, the whole purpose behind it, be for controlling and policing these Loki variants? Which means a couple of more things. That's implying the theory that a Loki is behind this all, using those pictures we've seen from the finale and all of the trailers that have been released yet. We know Loki will be standing up, arms stretched in front of a throne. Many people have argued that's who we're going to meet finally in the castle, not Kang. Kang's more of a post-credit character, and the only person who would be obsessed with controlling and policing Lokis is Loki himself, in the ultimate ego move of not being able to cope with the fact that he's the ultimate Loki, and these other Loki's conquest ruining whatever plan he has. He wants to be the only one. That's the implication from the idea that there's more than one Loki variant already at the TVA, working for the TVA. It also ponders the question, are they all Loki variants, including Mobius's character? Is he indeed too a Loki variant? Now, before we go that far, when we saw B-20's memories in the past, she was at a nightclub somewhere in New Jersey or a restaurant. Didn't seem like she was a Loki variant. So before we start guessing if all of them at the TVA are Loki variants, I don't think that that's what it's implying. Also because Mobius has his own groundings and his own story to be told, and I still think we're going to end up seeing multiple Mobiuses by the end when he comes to the realization that he's just a clone, something they've been hinting at this entire episode. But without all these variants having to be Loki, it does raise a question why someone like B-15 would have her memory wiped but not Tom Hiddleston's Loki, or maybe they just taken Loki variants to help them catch the next one. And what Tom Hiddleston's ultimate pruning would have been is having his memory wiped and him working at the TVA in perpetuity, the same way we see for Hunter B-15. That may be the reveal that a lot of these hunters are just Loki variants who, after helping them catch the very next Loki variant they need, is instated back into the institution to help them keep catching Loki variants. But that wouldn't explain why they were dumping all those Loki variants at the end of time, right pre-Void, the way that we just saw them. That seems to be all the ending points for Lokis. So with that theory now sort of debunked, it makes you wonder why specifically B-15 is a Loki and she doesn't know it. Again, unless that official screenshot was somehow incorrectly grouped with the rest of them, and this isn't a reveal at all. And I want to leave that door open because for something like Marvel Canada to make this mistake, is just as likely as they made the mistake of including the photo, right? Not everything is the way that we want to see it. So leave that door open. If the episode comes, the finale comes, and she's not revealed to be a Loki, then this was obviously just a misincluded photograph. However, if she is revealed to be a Loki, then we have to answer some questions with that. Why is she one of the only ones working there? We remember her saying, "I looked so happy." That was her quote about post-enchantment. She looked so happy, which means she herself may have already seen herself as a Loki somewhere in Asgard or somewhere else. She may already know, but you have to imagine in her dialogue with Ravonna Renslayer, that would have been one of the questions. Are we all Lokis? Or am I a Loki too? Or something along those lines. It really wasn't about that at all. That was not something that she was trying to suss out. Then again, her language and writing could have been specifically ambiguous there by the writers not to have that reveal take place until the 5th episode. So there are a lot of questions here. We already know they dumped Lokis at the Void. We already know that she didn't portray that when she was talking to Ravonna Renslayer, but we now see her picture included with all these other Loki variants. Guys, what's your best idea here about this? Do you think that she's a Loki variant, or that we're going to see that some other characters are? I think that that kind of writing goes in tone with the show. Loki's all about deception. I think that that would be a perfect metaphor for who the character is itself. And I also think that Loki being the big bad, the final Loki at the end of it all, does make more sense than Kang. I mean, guys, the series is called Loki. It's not called Kang. But the fact that they put all these Easter eggs for Kang in here the entire time, and how much we know that Kang plays a part in not only the TVA storyline, but what's coming up in Marvel Phase 4, how can it not be Kang? We see him in a post-credit scene, question mark? You guys, put all your thoughts down in the comments below. I'll read through as many of them as I possibly can. Remember, we will have a live watch party here at the channel for the Loki finale when it goes live at 3 in the morning on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Stop by the channel if you're going to stay up. We watch it, then we talk about it here at the channel. It's amazing. Hopefully I'll see you then. And quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. We're still giving away a PlayStation 5 now at 900,000 subscribers, as well as Disney Plus subscriptions every week while the shows are live. We're also giving away this Avengers 118 graded in a 9.4 CGC signature series signed by Tom Hiddleston, Loki, and Scarlet Witch Elizabeth Olsen, who happen to feature side by side on the cover. We're announcing this winner in the Easter egg giveaway for the finale that will go live on Wednesday morning. So if you want to get in to win this comic, the PlayStation, any of the other giveaways, the future of the channel, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button because you need to be a subscriber here at the channel, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with notifications turned on. And as always, if you enjoyed today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name is Michael Roman. You can find me over on Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, any of the other platforms like Amazon Music, iTunes, wherever you listen to music under the name Allfires. Thanks so much for checking out the channel, guys, and stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.